Alright, today we're going to be hanging out in my bathroom together. I'm going to be replacing the fan motor in this bathroom exhaust fan. It's about 20 years old and it's starting to become really noisy and it's not moving as much air as it once was. I'm replacing the motor, not the entire fan assembly, because oftentimes when you install one of these you do need access to the attic, which I don't have for this bathroom. So we're just going to replace the motor. Should be quick and painless. Let's go ahead and get started. Alright, I apologize in advance for the audio. This is a small room with a lot of hard surfaces, so the audio is apt to be quite echoey. This one happens to be a Broan NuTone bathroom exhaust fan. It's a fairly popular brand, and you can see this one's got quite a bit of yellowing. The lens itself is okay, but I will say that you can replace this grill assembly as well as the lens assembly as well. So let's go ahead and remove the bulb. Okay, after removing the bulb, I've got a wing nut here. I'm not sure how much of it you'll be able to see, but there's a wing nut. Yours may have screws or possibly some small bolts. Alright, I just wanted to get you a better shot here. You can simply unplug the light socket here as well as the fan. Alright, so we're going to remove this screw right here. You can use a Phillips screwdriver or a nut driver. Okay, once that screw is removed, this is going to want to drop out. Alright, you can see I have pretty much an exact match here, and incidentally I did go with the Broan NuTone branded replacement. You can certainly go with a third party or an aftermarket rather. If you do go with an aftermarket fan or fan assembly, you'll want to make sure that you match up the diameter of the fan, the depth that the fan will sit into the exhaust port, the amp draw, the distance between the mounting posts, and make sure you have the right plug configuration. So it just made it easier to go with the entire assembly for me, and it's also just a lot cleaner. Incidentally, while I have it out, I want to show there are two tabs here, and when we go to install this, we're going to put this end in first, slide it up in, and then this is where that screw was. Obviously this is the top side. We're looking at it from this side, and then these are where the plugs are. So it's going to slide up and in. It's going to be quick and painless. I'm going to vacuum this out, or actually vacuum out the ceiling a little bit before we start the installation. But I did want to show also, that's how that one spins. Here's the old one. So yeah, it actually looks like it's off center. You know, 20 years of pulling in moisture, dust, hairspray, and Lord knows what else. It's not bad. So, okay, before we get started with the installation, I just want to show you this real quick. This flap here needs to move freely, and I'll show you. Okay, mine was pretty rigid, but basically the pressure of the fan has to open this, and that's why the pivot is offset. So make sure you clean that up and drop a little WD or oil on the pivot points if you want. Alright, as previously mentioned, we're going to start with the side that has the tabs here. And those are opposite of the outlets here. And if you look up in there, you'll see a couple of slots where those go. And that's it. We'll get the screw started here by hand. Okay, we'll go ahead and get our fan plugged in, and if you recall from earlier in the video, my light was plugged in on the side that was closest to the decal here, so that's one way to remember. Go ahead and plug the light in. Okay, at this point you could actually test it if you wanted to before putting the whole thing back together. Well, that sounds a lot better. Okay, this assembly just comes through the plastic like this. And what we're looking for here is to line this hole up with this stud here. Just want to make sure we're looking somewhat square. Alright, replace the bulb here and the lens cover, and that's pretty much it. Hopefully you found this video helpful. Again, the job is fairly painless. The only thing I'm regretting is I wish I would have purchased this grill and lens. The lens itself is not bad, but I mean, for the small amount of money, it's worth it, I think. So I'm probably gonna buy these pieces now that I've got a closer look at them. And again, if they last 20 years, that's money well spent. So hey, thanks for watching. I hope you have a great day. And if you're attempting this job, just take your time and have fun.